Good morning and welcome back to Otherworlds Wednesday here on Gaming with ADHD, where today we're taking a look at the Shadowrun Rides accessory pack for Shadowrun 6th World. This set of 56 cards combines vehicles from the Shadowrun core rulebook, the Double Clutch sourcebook, and the Crime Catalog PDF to give you an assortment of vehicles that you can use in your games of Shadowrun 6th World. But before we get into our review, do make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I try to put out a few videos each week covering all sorts of content, whether it's role-playing, miniatures, board games, or anything in between, and I'd love for you to come along and see what we have to share. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and move over to our table and take a look at this. So, this is the ride deck. It comes in a plastic clamshell. Regular retail is about $15 US. Depending on where you get it, you may be able to get it a little bit of a discount. But basically, it is a set of cards. Small reference here on the back, you will see these abbreviations: DC for Double Clutch, KK for Crime Catalog, and SR6 for Shadowrun 6th World. Again, it's just packaging material, nothing fancy here. So, as I said, it is a set of 56 cards. Now, each card comes with a piece of art, and it comes with all of the relevant stats for the vehicle: the handling, acceleration, the speed interval, the top speed, body, armor, pilot, sensors, seating, and its availability rating, and then the cost. You're also going to have the name of the vehicle, what type of vehicle it is, and where you can actually find it in one of those rulebooks. So they've basically kept this pretty simple. If you just need stats for a vehicle, you don't want to look it up. Maybe you're changing vehicles frequently because you're in a chase or a heist, and so you run into a garage and the GM needs to find what kind of vehicles are there. They could shuffle this up and throw out a few vehicles, and bam, you've got some options for vehicles you can try to hijack. Overall, I mean, they're very good. The art is great. One thing that I do like about this is they actually give every single vehicle a piece of art. When I was preparing for this review, I actually went back and looked, and except for the Crime Catalog, Double Clutch, and the core rulebook, like the core rulebook doesn't have any vehicles, any vehicle art. All it has is just a list of stats. It's up to you to visualize what the car actually looks like. Now, obviously, you could play around with it. You could use the stats for a similar vehicle from a different manufacturer. But at least with the cards, you're going to get some idea of an art, or maybe the GM can use it as art to stand in for something else. Regardless, it's nice to have all of the art, and it is actually really, really good art. It's fun. Especially in cases like this where we've got the elf kind of kicking back while rigging the van. It's nice to have this, and kind of a little disappointing that we didn't get more in those source books. I realize it's not none, but in the vehicle section in the Shadowrun core rulebook, there was no vehicle art. One or two pictures of a car or a drone or something as you're going through the vehicle section would have been nice. Okay. So again, they've collected art, put it together so that, hey, here's what it could look like, for the stats that you're using. Obviously, we've got like large container vessels, fishing boats, ultralights. Again, there's just pretty much anything and everything that you can think of to ride, drive, or fly is in this one deck. Now, it is also nice to have all of the different stats for the vehicles. Obviously, if you're doing some sort of a chase or you need to know, how you're going to be able to get somewhere, having the stats is going to be useful. However, there is a bit of a deficiency. So especially like vehicles out of the crime catalog, a lot of vehicles out of double clutch, they have actual special abilities. Well, not abilities, but special traits. Like the Northrop Hornet. Most likely it has cargo space, but clearly it has weapon mounts on it. None of that is listed. It is literally just the vehicle driving statistics. And I think that's actually the biggest drawback to this particular product. If you look at the back of the deck, it's just plain. It has the Shadowrun symbol. It tells you what set it's from. But, why not use the bottom half of the card for those special abilities? Something like that. We see on the NPC decks, on the location decks, they're using both sides of the card. And to be honest with you, there's no reason that they shouldn't have done that here for anything that has any special traits. Now, I realize not all vehicles, not all drones do have that information, but there's enough that, it would have been useful and it would have been helpful. Alternatively, leave the back white where, now I would have difficulty actually writing on it, but say I put it in a card sleeve, and then I could write on it with a dry erase or a permanent marker on top of the sleeve. But then if it has a white back, I can at least read it, white, gray, some sort of a texture, something, but they effectively wasted a lot of space. We can say, oh, well, increase printing costs, things like that, or layout time. But the thing is, they still have to do all of that layout for even this kind of a plain back. So basically, that's my main criticism, is I would have liked a little bit more information, especially for vehicles that have them. And I realize that not all of them do, but I think it was a little bit of a letdown. So for this, my usual rating system, I don't give it a number. I don't think I could adequately, quantify, the value of the particular product. I just look at it as, do I find it useful, or does it make me a little bit more excited about playing the game? And unfortunately, this one is right smack dab in the meh category. Okay. I don't regret, paying what I did. I think I got it discounted off of an online retailer, so I wasn't paying full price. So I don't regret what I paid for it, but it's not as useful as I was hoping it would be. So yeah, it's not a bad product to have, but to be honest with you, I'm not running out to pick this one up. So the art is nice. Definitely no complaints about the art. Having everything collected in one place instead of having to dig into the book and try and find where that particular vehicle is listed, also nice, but it's not that useful. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not telling you to run out and buy it, but if you see it on a good deal, I wouldn't look down on you for picking it up. So other than that, I do hope you appreciated it. Don't forget, down below, we're going to have links to our social media if you'd like to follow us on Facebook or Twitter and be able to see when new videos go live. But also, if you're a big Shadowrun fan, I do have an affiliate link to DriveThruRPG. If you purchase your products in PDF, I would appreciate if you'd use that. It does kick back a little bit to the channel at no extra cost to you, so that way I can continue to bring extra products for you to review for you. So with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.